Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace. 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 Slow. Z.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got 3 hot. Check three.
First carry for Devontae Booker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
God! Blue 20! Hey, 50! Here you go, boys.
Right back to Booker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go.
Tight to your right, tight to your right.
Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. Cut.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Four there. Alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 5.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go, boys.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Switch.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Four down. Check.
Run. Hey, 20. Hey, go, Roger. Fresno.
Motion. Check.
Roger. Let's go.
Let's go. Check 26.
Hey, go, Roger.
You.
They'll try and run with Booker. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Roger.
Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 6 plays got them down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Booker on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Ace!
Throwing throwing is Mahomes on third. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
4 down, 4 down. 53 is the mic. 53 is the
Down, down.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, on.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Kill.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Returnable for Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hey, orange!
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Let's go, let's go. 22. Here we go, boys. 22.
4 down. Alert.
Hey, orange.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Orange.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On is the punter King to send it away. And now here comes Kansas City. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Left. Ace.
They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
First down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go, let's go.
You got three down.
Hey, 52, here we go, say hi.
They'll hand off to Booker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Hey, we're good. Here we go, say hi. Like 20.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
52, here we go.
A second down carry for Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Hey, yo, let's go.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Out of the gun, Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make it 6-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's see it. Left.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Hands to the right, boys. Hands to the right. Move. You got 4.
Roger, Roger, Roger.
Keenum now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
On 53.
There's Keenum now on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. It doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
22, 20. 22!
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his zone drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through two. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go, boys.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check 99. Check 99.
Running again, and again it's Booker. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
4 down.
Hey, on. Right 20.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, yo, let's go.
Hey. 4 down.
Freeman again to the first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Damn.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
3 down.
Damn. Right 20.
On first down, it's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
3 down. Here goes hot. Right 20.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, 52.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, 52, right? Right.
On 3rd down, Booker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through, and that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Well, let it now to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Hey, 52. Get hot. We're good.
You got 3 down. 3 down.
Mary left.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Mary left.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Not. 59, Mike, 59. Not. Here we go. Check.
They'll run it. This is Booker, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Leopard! Hey, 4 down. Watch him now, Barney! No.
And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. Pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! I got a left. No. Check. Detroit! Gun!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, go, Roger.
Check 43. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Booker. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And over the middle here, Amaro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Gone, 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 gone.
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Check 4, check 4! All set! All set!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. Here we go, boys. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, down, down.
They'll start out on the ground with Booker, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, go, Roger.
They'll run with Booker, and he stopped immediately there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 14, he's going deep. Get him. Down. 22! 22! Cut!
Keenum going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. 64 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go, let's go.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, guys, check me out. You got 3 now.
Mary left, Mary left.
Two.
Hey, go Roger.
They'll pitch it to Booker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Hey,
59.
53 is the mic.
I got him.
On the carry, it's Booker. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Right 20.
59 right. Check, 59.
Yeah, we're good.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
3 down.
They're going to go. It's Booker. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Over.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. He'll get Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Lawletta. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Broncos, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.